Okay, Super Smash Bros. Tier list. I'm grading you based on how much I like you for maining this character. Mario, you know what? Mario's a pretty valid character in Smash Bros. I'll give him A tier. I like Mario. Donkey Kong, he's a little annoying when he's, but I'll give him A because he can get annoying of just like spamming the same move, which I guess you can do with every character. But I see that more often with Donkey Kong. Link's S tier. I don't have a problem with Link. Link's chill. Link has no beef with me whatsoever. Link is W. Samus. Okay, these are gonna be ranked together because I don't really see a difference. They're both going in A tier. I don't see a difference. Yoshi. Where does Yoshi go? Before that, let's put Kirby in S tier. Yoshi. Um, I'll probably put him in B tier. I think his ult is kind of annoying. His ult, his final smash is really annoying sometimes. So I guess B. I'll go high B. I don't have beef with Yoshi. It just gets a little. Fox. Fox is kind of just mid. There's. He's just like I don't know if he's just not good to me. I don't see why people use him. Like Yoshi's better, but it's also like I don't know. It doesn't seem like I don't know. Pikachu. I think Pikachu's similar to Yoshi in a way. I don't really know how to describe it. Um, Luigi is like basically the same as Mario, so I'll go with A tier. Ooh, Ness. I used to hate Ness because all the sweats play Ness. I still don't know. I've played Ness a little bit, and he's not an F tier, not a D tier. I don't think he's a C tier. I see why the pros use him. Like I'm not very good with him, but I can see why people use him. So I'll go with A. Captain Falcon. I mean, he kind of sucks. I'm not even gonna lie. Most of his moves evolve around Falcon Punch, which is already kind of hard to use in the first place. So I'll go with D because he's just not good. Like I don't have a problem with him annoying wise, but he sucks. Jigglypuff. Ooh. Um. I'll go with D, but I think their Jigglypuff is a bit better than Captain Falcon. Actually, I'll move Jigglypuff to C. Peach and Daisy are A tiers. They're fine. Ooh, Bowser. Bowser is probably gonna go next to Donkey Kong because you can just spam down B and keep grabbing people, which does get annoying, but he's a good character for that reason. So I can't. I'm gonna put him next to Donkey Kong because they're kind of similar. I don't like the Ice Climbers. I think F's a little harsh because there are some characters in here that I have more beef with than I do with the Ice Climbers, but they're definitely D tier because you literally get two lives. Like, how is that fair? I think if you knock one out, you should lose a life. It doesn't make a lot of sense. They're annoying. I'm talking like more NPC based. They're just really, really annoying. So I'll give them D tier. It's not F tier because, again, there are some characters here that have caused me so much PTSD that I just have to give them a D. Shiki. I've played a game with Shiki. I don't remember them being that bad. So I'll go with C tier, but it's like no one's really using Shiki. So it's like I don't know, man. I think he's just kind of underlooked. Like, no one really cares about Shiki, and it's just like, yeah. Zelda's B tier. I think Zelda's teleportation is kind of epic. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a low B. It's if I'd rate it, it'd be like a B minus, right? I think it's iffy. Zelda does see some use more than Shiki, and I see why, but I don't know. Dr. Mario, um, I'll go with C again. It's hard to judge this because I haven't really seen anyone actually want to use Dr. Mario before, which I think says enough about it. But from the abilities I remember them having, it's like I don't know. He just kind of mid. Like you don't see him used very often. Pichu, I'll go with the D, and I'm not going with F because I know a lot of people tell me that Pichu's faster, which makes him useful. But the problem with that is he takes damage to attack, and if you're gonna use a small character, just use any other small character. This is definitely a D minus along with maybe the Ice Climbers. I'll give the Ice Climbers a little more leniency. But Pichu just kind of sucks. Like, just use Pikachu at that point. And if you're good at Smash Bros, it shouldn't really even be a problem in the first place. Falco? Falco's like Fox. No one uses him. You don't see him used. So it's like, does it really matter? Okay. Marth and Lucina are they've carried me before I bought the DLC. They carried me through the Spirit campaign, which I still kind of work on. I just don't play Smash Bros. A lot anymore. But Marth Loki was a carrier before I got better characters. So I'll go with A. It's like A minus, but still an A. Young Link is an A. Yeah, I like Young Link. He's solid. Ganondorf, um, I'm not putting him in D because I'm not putting him in F because again, F is like characters that are so bad or characters that cause me personal trauma that I refuse to rate any higher. So D, he's really really bad though. So it would be an F if that's what I use the F tier for. Mewtwo. I know my friend likes to use Mewtwo, but other than that, there's not really a lot of Mewtwo usage, I feel like. So I feel like I have to put Mewtwo in C. Roy? Uh, Roy is kind of in this weird category where they're kind of just basic white guys with swords. So I'll put Chrom in C tier, I'll put Roy in C tier. I'll put anyone else who reminds me of those two in C tier. No one uses them because you have people like Ike and Marth. So, like, no one else uses them. So it's like, what's the point? They just have a sword. That's like all they do. Game and Watch is an S tier. Mr. Game and Watch it's gambling as a Smash Bros character. So automatically, the word gamble automatically means S tier. Plus, they're actually not bad. So you gotta take that into account. Meta Knight. I still kind of main Meta Knight. It's not as much as I used to, but ever since I bought again DLC, you kind of just stop using the main characters. But Meta Knight's S. He's close to my heart. He's carried me through those tough times of being broke and poor with no DLC. Pit and Dark Pit. I'll put them in B tier. Actually, it's either B or A. Because I feel like I don't know. I think Pit's up B is kind of hard to use, in my opinion. So I'll put them. It's like B plus. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like one trick ponies. Zero Suit Samus is again in the C tier. It's C tier's like you don't see these characters used, so you can't judge the opinion, or you see them used and they're kind of just mid. So yeah, Wario. Wario's NPC is annoying, but it's like it has a reason to be that good and annoying. Wario's a good character. I'll go with A. Snake. Snake gets like heat-seeking missiles. I'll go with B. I'm not going with A because I think he doesn't see enough usage for me to really tell. And it's just off the top of my head. It's like I don't play ranked Smash Bros, so my opinion could differ. But when I play with friends and stuff, it's kind of what I'm going on. Actually, I'll put Snake in A. Ike is S. Ike is my goat. Ike is another one of those characters that I made because they're just good. I don't really need to say more about Ike. Yes, down B is what half the people do, and it's annoying, but it works. And that's Ike. Pokemon Trainer in itself, like, okay, this one's weird. I have to put it in C, but because it's ranked based off the Pokemon itself. So Charizard is A. Squirtle. No one really uses Pokemon Trainer to use Squirtle and Ivysaur though. So again, I have to. Ivysaur is going in B. They're both going B, but like everyone uses Charizard. Diddy Kong. C. Actually, I'll go with B. I see him used a little bit. It's just kind of like just bananas and stuff like that, and his jetpack, and yeah. Lucas and Ness are like the same character. I don't think there's any difference. So I guess I'll put him in A. But if they weren't the same character, Lucas would be lower because why just not just use Ness? Like there's no reason to just use Lucas. It's so dumb. Sonic's A. I like Sonic. Actually, he's going to B because he kind of again he's like a one-trick pony. He has one move, and that's spam up B the entire time, and then use that. I think it's down B and use a spring. King DDD. I think King DDD is like a heavy character, so it's hard to move around with him. But I do think he's better than Ganondorf and Captain Falcon, where they have really weird niches. So I'll go with C. I would move Ganondorf up to C, but I have a feeling you comments wouldn't like that. So I am not gonna do that. Olimar, D. D towards F. I'll put him in F. Okay, I'll put him in F. He's kind of bad. Like no one uses him, so I think that says enough. I can't even remember what abilities and stuff he does at the top of my head. Actually, no, I'll put him at D because he's small and he moves around faster, so it's harder to hit him. But I can't remember anything he does, so it's just kind of like man. Lucario. B. Roy. Or Rob. B. Toon Link is C. Because, like, no one uses Toon Link. It's just the same as Young Link. Wait. They might differ a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure. I didn't really do research before this video. I'm going off of memory. But I think, I think they're different. So, yeah. What is this? Wolf? Wolf is C. No one uses him. I don't like Villager. Villagers cause me computer PTSD. And like I know I've used him and he's not even bad. It's just the amount of PTSD that stupid Villager has caused me on like facing NPCs is an extreme amount. that I can't rank him any higher than F. Mega Man, C. He's used, but he just kind of sucks. So it's just like, I don't know. Wii Fit Trainer is S. Wii Fit Trainer is a go. Rosalina and Luma. Um. I'll go with B. Little Mac. Oh, Little Mac's terrible. Again, one of those like one hit wonder kind of guy. If you just dodge every punch, then Little Mac's useless. A Greninja. C. Another one that like one of my friends likes, but like no one else uses him. So it's just kind of like, really. I feel okay. Yeah, the me avatars are C tier. He's like again, no one uses them. Palutena, I know what she does, but again, she's just kind of mid. So again, C tier. You're gonna see that C tier and A tier crowd up really fast. Pac-Man, B tier, decent person. Robin, my cousin uses him, but that's pretty much it. So C tier, or them, I guess. I don't know. Shulk. Okay, Shulk's an A. Shulk has a fun niche that you can't really do anything about because he gets more than one. So I like Shulk's niche. It reminds me of my main, which is Hero. I know, call me a loser, but it's just kind of, yeah. Bowser Jr. A. Bowser Jr. is actually kind of good. I'm not even gonna lie. Duck Hunt. D tier. It. I don't need to say a whole lot, but definitely D. No one uses him, and I don't remember him being any good. Ryu and Ken, I'll put them in C tier again. Like no one uses it. Cloud's A. I know people who use Cloud. Corrin, C tier. I know they're like water based or whatever. Bayonetta's B. I played some games with Bayonetta. I got around that meta a couple years ago. Inkling. Inkling might be an F in a couple of years because of the agony that Inklings caused me. But for now, I have to go C tier. Yeah, C minus. It's just refilling the ink's kind of annoying, but you can do a lot with the ink, so it's kind of worth it. Ridley. Actually, I'll go with D tier. For the only reason being that he's like really big and has a big hitbox, and all he does is breathe fire. So it's one of those like niche things. Simon and Richter, I believe, C tier. They're kind of just there. Isabelle's F tier for the same reason as Villager. King K. Rool. Again, one of those not C tier. I'll put him in like D plus tier because again, he does more than Ridley and stuff like that. But again, it's one of those big hitbox guys that's really slow. So it's just kind of like really, I don't know. I just don't see him used enough and very good. Incineroar A tier. Incineroar's awesome. Piranha Plant. Okay. I'll go with B. Piranha Plant's solid, but again, this doesn't see usage. Joker is A tier. Hero's S tier. I main hero. I like him. He has so much like options you could use. Banjo and Kazooie. I'll go with D tier because you only get 5 bananas per stock, and if you run out of bananas for your dash, the ancient doesn't. I'm stuck in Valorant. He doesn't do anything if you run out, so it's like I can't put it in F tier because that's saved for like characters like Villager and Isabelle, or like horrendously bad characters. But Banjo and Kazooie, This kind of gets soft locked if they use everything. Terry, I don't even know what Terry does. No one uses him. So D tier. I forgot this guy's name. D tier. Min Min. D tier. I'm D tier, but it probably would be in F tier if I used F tier for the correct way. Min Min's kind of sucky and useless. No one uses her, and it's just kind of like, I'm confused. Why? Plus, nobody plays ARMS. No, and especially like when Smash Bros. Came out, I guarantee no one played it, and no one plays it now. Steve is S tier. It's a little complicated to use, but you get over it. Setharith, B tier. Okay, Pyrrha and Mithra on their own are S tier, and they're both S tier because they're one of the people that I like using. Actually, for that reason too, Sora is also S tier. I love Sora. Kazuya, C tier. People that just aren't, again, used. So, don't get mad at me if I ranked Villager and Isabelle in F tier. I just have a personal beef that you are not going to be able to change my mind over. It's getting a little better playing with them, not against the bot, so they might move up to D tier eventually. Min Min is an illusion, should be in F tier. Banjo and Kazooie realistically should also be in F tier. But again, that's not really what I used it for. So, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier. See you guys next time.